Thanks for clicking on my video. Please comment, share, like and subscribe. It all helps to build my channel. Okay, so this is my fletching jig, my fletching jig. I bought this from Temu. It cost £11 odd, 12 quid. £12. You can pay, you know, 20, 30, up to £100 for these jigs. But the thing is, you can either work to a tight budget, or you can just spend your money indiscriminately, depending on how much money you've got and what your budget is that you set for your particular project or hobby. In my book, I like to get the best bang for the buck. And so at the end of the day, if there's two tools that do a job, one tool costs £10 because it's got a brand name, and one costs a quid because it hasn't. If they both undo the screw, then I can't see the point in spending, you know, the money for a brand, unless you're into labels and brands. You know, I mean, some people pay, you know, up to £100 for a t-shirt with a crocodile on the tip. If that's your deal, that's okay. But on the other hand, some people spend an awful lot of money on watches, for example, and you know, a Timex and a Rolex both tell the same time. But a Timex will devalue in time, and a Rolex will increase in value over time, and pro rata will be worth more money. But there you go. Anyway, so I bought this. It was 12 quid on Temu. It came with all the bits and pieces. I've stripped it down and I'm modifying it. The reason why I'm modifying it is this. There's a couple of things. I mean, they're all the same, these things. This is a pressed steel one, and that is the magnet that holds the actual the fletch grip in place. Now the thing is, when I've used this for fletching, I get this kind of thing where I put the fletch in, I line it up, and then I put it on the edge there, and then you close it in. And when you put it like that, you get this snatch. And it's a very strong magnet. I mean, I'm not, you know, that's how strong it is. And it jags, and adjusting, you know, is a bit of a job to get the delicacy needed in order to place your fletch exactly where you want it. So what I've done is I've got one of these, which is it's just a cheap generic cupboard magnet for cupboard doors, and it's not as strong. The magnet, there's a definite size in it, which probably plays a part in it. But when I put this one on, it doesn't snatch it out of your hand. You can place it in and you can move it about. So what I've done is this one lines up with them two holes there. What I've had to do is I've had to mark and drill a third hole there and then thread it, which isn't a big deal. I mean, you can double-sided tape it if you know, if you want to go down the route that I've gone down. You could, but the thing is, the adjustment on it is what you need in order to get the arrow shaft. Let's just get an off-cut here. The arrow shaft, when it sits with a knock on this, which is what I'm going to put in a minute, it has to sit central like that. So the thing is, there's also the fact that it falls there, you know, until such time as you need it. So if you put one of them on there, you can also use that to keep that central. But yeah, so don't want to lose my ball bearing. So yeah, so that's what I've done, and by putting that on there, and then I get the Allen key and the screw that came with it, and I'm not sure whether them washers will come out. Yeah, they'll come out. I'm hoping that they'll go in there. If they won't, there's no biggie for now, but no, they won't go in. So for now, until I find a smaller washer, I'm just going to put the screw in on its own like that, and that will give me the adjustment either way. So I'll put that in there, and I'll get a bite on the screw. There it is. So there's a bite on the screw, and I'll get the other screw and put that into this one and get a bite on that. And there we have it. So now it's not going to be as fierce when I put it on. I can put it on there, and I can wiggle it a little bit easier to get it lined up where I want. So it's still strong enough to hold it, but it's not as snatchy as this one. This one's powerful magnet. But there you go. So that's just a little modification I've done, and now I've just got to put it all together. Some other mods I've done to this Temu fletching jig. Obviously I've changed that for a lighter magnet, but also I took a soft sanding block, one of these sponge sanding blocks, and I just smoothed all this down here, just took all the sharp edges off it. And also I took the sharp edges off the clamp, and if you can see there, hopefully it's in focus, I ground back or filed back to the notch where my fletchings are going to start on the arrow, so that I know exactly where to put the edge of the fletch. And also these edges along here, I sanded them down, just smoothed them, because these are just cheap pressed steel. They press them in, and so you get some sharp edges on them, so it doesn't do any harm to just smooth them off. And then of course when you set your jig on there like that, and you put your, what's it called, that smooths it, moves a lot smoother now, a lot there's still enough grip on it to hold it in place and keep it firm, but it's just smooth, you know. You're not fighting it. Before, I was with the original magnet, this thing, very, very powerful, and it's, you know, I was just fighting to get it off and to maneuver it about to get the fletching in the right spot. So now there we go, that's that. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it now. But 12 pounds odd, you know, you can build your own arrows without having to break the bank. There you go, some little modifications. Thanks for clicking on my video. Please comment, share, like and subscribe. It all helps to build my channel.